welcome to War Master Podcast, another video about getting into 15mm Ancients. We're going to talk today about the new kid on the block. Well, not so new, but definitely the big boy on the block, which is 3D printed stuff. Now, firstly, I'm going to show you all the miniatures I'm going to show you today are going to be Cromarty Forge. John at Cromarty sent me some to look at. He is a superstar, and I do like his stuff a lot. And if you want to support somebody who's a good guy in the business and who's got War Master at heart, John's your fella. So, Cromarty Forge. These are actually 10mm Albion War Master figures. And what happened was John supplied them separately as well as on strips. So I thought, well, I'll have a look and see what happens if you upscale 10mm to 15mm. And what happens is you end up with stuff, let's see if we can get next to each other, that is too, I'm going to use the word chibi-like, so too stocky. So that didn't work very well. They're quite cool miniatures, and they have their own appeal. I actually went out and painted some of them in a kind of, I don't know what kind of style this is, just to see what they would look like. You know, contrasty, styly. So they're cool. Albion 10mm, upscaled to 15mm, so just 150% increase in the scale. Just it changed all the sports and stuff, so really wasn't much to it. But I didn't really like them, so I contacted John, and he sent me a load of actual 15mm historical STLs, and these are some early Republican Romans, so some javelin men, and they have quite a lot of similar types of troops. So these are principals, maybe somebody will correct me on the uniform, but they're a type of Roman spearmen. So we'll have a look at them. This is against, if you were doing against some traditional 15mm metals. These are actually ultra cast, aren't they? So quite similar in scale. And then we'll get the old ruler out. So 15mm to the eye, which is exactly what we're looking for. And let's see if we can get some zoom in. So you're seeing this on a big 4K TV maybe, so you're going to see quite a lot of detail. I'm not going to go into macro even, because it really was too much detail. You could see every kind of flaw in them. So John sells army deals for these. So if you wanted Romans, I think there are 3 different versions of Romans. You can go in there and you can pick up a set of all the miniatures, or you can buy them individually on Gumroad and print just what you need or what you would like. So this is route number 2, and I'm going to show you my Carthaginian army in a second. Finish this video just looking at some Carthaginian elephants that I've printed off, and I actually got around to painting these, so that is a big thing for me. I'm finding I'm enjoying painting. I don't quite know what's happened to me. I think it's to do with, I've been struggling a little bit with my mental health, like over the latter part of this year, and I find the mindfulness of painting relaxing, which has never happened to me, and I'm 53 now, so you're never too old, I guess, is the answer. I'm actually enjoying painting. What is the world coming to? Maybe that means I'll not be a competitive gamer anymore now. Who knows? So anyway, I printed off a Carthaginian army from the STLs that John sent me. I'm going to talk about them more in a different video, because I've actually done them primarily for a game called L'Art de la Guerre by Hervé Kyle or something, which is, I would guess, it's a kind of hybrid between DBM or DBMM or whatever you want to call it, and there's a bit of War Master in there. So it's a bit of a hybrid of those 2 game systems, and it's played at about half to 2/3 of the size of DBM, so it's easier to get into. He made a very sensible, I'll talk about this in a different video, but he made a very sensible decision to allow the basing to be generic between the different armies. Between the different game systems. So if you've got an army already for DBM, you'll be able to get into this game pretty easily, to be fair. But I'll talk about that in a different video. Anyway, I printed and painted 3 elephants. So I decided to give them all different colours. So we've got a brown elephant and a couple of grey elephants. One's a bit bluey grey. And I gave them different blankets so they stand out. I don't know why I did that. All the rest of the stuff's pretty standardised, the uniforms on the crew. I also made my own, because I saw the Geek Gaming Scenics base mixtures. And I thought, oh, that seems like quite a cool idea for speeding up armies. So I did that. I made my own base mixture, but maybe I'll talk about that in a different video. And then I just add some blobs of whatever this stuff's called. It's not flock, it's something else. Kind of, yeah. It's made out of sponge, coloured sponge. So yeah. So I wanted to show these off because I think they're awesome. I think when you buy the Carthaginian elephants, you get actually 3 sets of elephants with different crew options for each set. So all the options you could ever wish for. And this is my first piece of the Carthaginian Army that's painted. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed seeing the elephants and seeing a bit of 3D printed stuff. And next time we're going to talk about the oldest, schoolest method of getting into 15mm wargaming.